Hacham ben Zion Musafi, one of the Mekubalim living in Yerushalayim, and one of the greatest darshanim in Eretz Israel for the Sfaradim, recently started printing a lot of his Sfarim, and I've been getting them here in the United States. A beautiful book that he has is Sefer Hanukkiah B'Tzion. I visited Yerushalayim and I met Rav Ovadia Yosef Toledano, who is printing most of the Sfarim for Hacham ben Zion Musafi, and he comes up with unbelievable Hiddushim and beautiful ideas on the holiday. He has a discussion here on something which I thought was really interesting. He talks about Netinat Mayim Bekosiyot Hanerot. He says that when one lights the Hanukkiah, he should place a little bit of water on the bottom and then the oil on the top. Some people do this already for other reasons. He has an interesting take on what's the reason. He says, Minhag kadum etzil kehilot haSfaradim. It's an old custom that they would light in glass clear cups. And they put the little water on the bottom of the cup. On top you put oil. He says there's a hint in the water. בה אסורות 40 מלאכות חסר אחת, והאות י' רומזת לאות ברית מילה, והאות מ' סתומה רומזת לבנה כשהיא במילואה. So, Hacham Musafi is teaching something unbelievable. He says, you know why you add water on the bottom of the Hanukkiah? Because if you take the word mayim, you have mem, yud, and a mem sofit. Mem numerically equals 40 in Gimatria. And on Shabbat, you have Arba'im Haser Achat on the Melachot that are Asurot, the Avot Melachot, and that's for Shabbat. So the Mayim is Keneged 40, which is it's 39 Melachot Asur b'Shabbat. It's 40 minus 1. Then you have a Yud. The Yud, he says, stands for Yesod, which is the Brit Milah. And then you have the Mem Sofit, which is Keneged Levana, and it's in the shape of, the Mem Sofit is in the shape of a full moon, and that's why it's signifying the moon there. So what are these three things? These are the three things the Greeks tried to take away. Shabbat, Brit Milah, and Birkat HaChodesh, the Birkat HaLevana. And so the custom was to put a little water on the bottom. What's also nice is that the Hachamim also tell us that we are like the oil. The Jewish people are like the oil. And we don't mix with water, the water being the other nations, the Goyim. And no matter what, whenever you try to put oil and water together, they never mix. The oil will always rise to the top. And that is really the Jewish nation, is that no matter what, every time we've tried to mix with the Goyim, it never works. And it never will work. The Jews are a separate nation, and God had always wanted that. And it seems that has always been the case. And so here we see it by just adding a little water in there, you signify all these different meanings in kavanot. And this is really what the Greeks wanted. The Greeks really wanted the Jews to integrate. They didn't want to annihilate the Jewish people, the Greeks. They just wanted integration. They wanted everyone to be Hellenists, and they just wanted to take away these three things, Shabbat, Brit Milah, Birkat HaLevana. And one of the reasons why they wanted to take these three specific mitzvot and not the other ones, at least not from the ikar, from the main point of view, was because the Greeks knew something very interesting. They knew that even if a person were to become secularized and assimilated, they knew that the Jewish soul can always come back if you leave that door open. And what are those doors? One of them is Brit Milah, Shabbat, and Birkat HaLevana. They knew that no matter how assimilated a Jew can be, if you connect them with these things and you bring them closer in these three ways, you can turn on that spark and get the Jew to make full teshuvah.